So this is a tone blend mod, as I said. So you've got the volume there, you've got your master tone, and then you've got the blend pot at the end. Slightly different wiring configuration obviously to a standard single coil Strat setup, so I'll show you how we do that. I've got obviously some standard solder here. You get it from Maplin, it's quite easy to use. I've got a 0.022 microfarad orange drop capacitor as well, and I've got my soldering iron, which I've used a few different ones over the past few years, but this one's got temperature controls on it, goes up to 450 degrees C, so it's great for attaching wires to the back of the pots, which a lot of the smaller soldering irons can't do. So the first thing we're going to do is ground the volume pot, and some people will put wire or something between these two contacts. For me, I find the easiest thing to do is just solder the lug to the top of the pot, just like that. And the next thing is to solder a wire from the back of the middle volume lug to the same position on the master tone. Like that, and then we'll start wiring up to the switch. So with this particular mod, none of the wires are going to go to the front lugs, they're all going to go to the back, and this first one goes to the end lug at the back of the switch. Again, I'm tinning all these wires as I go along, just makes things a lot easier. That's that. And in fact, put this orange drop on as well. The orange drop purely fits onto the back of the tone pot, like so. And again, you need a decent soldering iron to be able to get anything to stick to the back of these pots. And the next two wires are going to come from the blend pot. So from the middle lug of the blend pot. And that's going to go all the way to the end lug on the back of the switch. And the next one here. And the end lug. And that one's going to go to the lug. And that's it, we're pretty much finished. Just got to connect the wires for the jack socket. First one, obviously for the hot, goes to the middle lug. I'm just going to trim those a little bit. Again, it's up to you how long you leave these. I tend to leave about 12 inches, just because it can be a real pain. Once you feed that wire through, it can be a real pain trying to get to solder the jack at the other end if it's too close to the body. Ground wire next. I'm just going to solder that as where I soldered that lug before. And then just basically make sure both wires are the same length when I cut them. I'm just going to neaten those up a little bit. And finally, another wire that would go through the body to the trem claw at the back. And that one doesn't need to be so long, so maybe just 4 or 5 inches. And that's that. Obviously you would fit this to the back of your scratch plate before you sort of fitted the jack socket, but as this is a pre-wired kit that's already going out to a customer, we're going to attach the jack as well. So just quickly tin those. And then with this particular jack socket, you can see one of the lugs goes through the centre of the jack, and that is your ground wire. So that would be the second wire to attach in this case. So the first one is going to be the hot wire. And that goes there. And the ground wire second. That's it, just making sure there are no wires sticking out the back of this. And that is it, that is done. So that took about, I don't know, 5 or 6 minutes to do. And that's all done.